Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Combo Corner, me and Prime are back. How's it going, sir?
Guten Tag, mein Dudes. Guten Tag, mein Fräuleins.
So let's get into it since our mind is on comics and stuff. Because, normally I'd be like, let's go to movies. Like, fuck, we'll leave the movie shit to last. Because I got some stuff to talk about with comics. Because I spent the whole weekend catching up on shit. Mainly Power Ranger stuff. Because I was like, I'm going to let this Necessary Evil shit stack up. And then I'll catch up with it. Same with, like, the TMNT Power Ranger crossover. And some of the Marvel and DC stuff. And I finally finished... Doomsday. Is it Doomsday Clock?
Yes.
Yeah, Doomsday
I'm
Clock.
eager to hear. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on it because I have a couple of things. But I'll let you go.
Yeah. So actually, I was gonna let you start first. What have you been reading, sir?
As always, I think the better question would be, what am I not reading? Because I do try to dip my hand in some of everything. So. What is something that's on the forefront of my mind? What's been jumping at me recently? So, two of my favorite DC teams, right, are the Legion of Superheroes and Young Justice.
Yeah.
I've talked about Young Justice on this podcast, I believe, many times before. Like, I think that Peter David's run in the 90s is like a near perfect comic book run.
Pretty universal. Everybody has said that.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking decent. So, and I've been a long time Legion mark for years. I think they get sort of the short end of the staff recently because I feel like maybe DC doesn't know what to do with them, but I really love the concept, and I really think there is a wealth of storytelling potential in there that we've seen many different times because we've had many different permeations and takes of the Legion of Superheroes. Yeah. So I take this long road here to get to say that, well, we all know the current writer of both of those books now is a friend of the podcast, my friend and your friend, Brian Michael Bendis.
Woo! So I've heard controversy about this from Twitter, and it's good. It's good to know that your mentality matches up with what I've heard of people say about Legion and Bendis. So continue.
Okay, so whatever issue they're into, I'm into the run, and like I'm so annoyed to see somebody who like just has like just surface level knowledge of these characters and that world that is built, and just frantically tossing all that out just to tell whatever fucking story they want to tell. Like, look, I'm all for people telling the stories they want to tell with the ideas they want to tell, but if you're working within an existing framework, it behooves you to work within that existing fucking framework. Like, and then like one of the things that's really annoying the fuck out of me is like, okay, so like I'm a Legion mark, and like like that speech writing like interlac, the universal future language, yeah. I'm a Legion mark, so I know interlac. I don't know it. I mean, we'll take it back. I know of interlac, but like I can't read that shit.
Yeah.
And so like he peppers throughout the story like these little phrases and shit that's like it shouldn't be an interlac. Okay, so how can I start? Because it's so frustrating to talk about this because I'm just thinking back to the most.
Give like at least 2 examples. To kind of give people the idea of it and stuff. Because I was, with Legion and Bendis, I was like, I'll wait for trades on those, and then I'll just figure it out from there.
Okay, so here's a couple of good examples. So the Legion's backstory is pretty universal. It's actually a really awesome like origin story. It's about these 3 teams from 3 different planets who come together and use their abilities to save the president of the United Nations or United Planet Federation, whatever. I forget what the fuck it's called. It's the United Nations, United Worlds, who saves them from an assassination attempt, right?
All right.
And it's a Saturn Girl, Lightning Lad, Cosmic Boy. So in Bendis' version of it, we never see the actual formation. We never see them, come together. We see a recording of it as being told to John Kent, and also, he needlessly gender changes RJ Brand for no apparent reason, just as you do in 2020. And it also completely changes the species because sure, why not? I mean, maybe it's still Chameleon Boy's dad. Anyway, so I'm gonna leave it alone. So we never actually see the formation. We see like the teasing of it as it's told to John Kent through like a holographic flashback, and right when we get to the moment of truth to see them like form up, we spend the whole issue just having to suffer through Bendis speak. And when we get to the payoff, the moment of truth, they fucking pull a Mass Kanata and go, oh, well, that's a story for another time. No, motherfucker, it's a story for right now. Finish the damn... Goddamn.
I mean...
All right, so... Second example. So, I love John Kent, and I like Damian Wayne. And so, you know, one of the last great joys of have past, I think, 2 or 3 years has been reading their book, The Super Sons. It's just like, it's so fucking good. Like, if you haven't read it yet, go pick up the trades. It's like 2 series of Super Sons. Then there's like a follow-up that takes place in the past called The Adventures of These Super Sons. Just it's like, it's everything like about comics. Just high concept science fiction, just fun, witty, great character interaction, great foreshadowing. Anyway, love these two together. And so, John, you know, Bendis' long story short, you know how he aged up John. I think we talked about this before, right? How he didn't want to write John as a teen, so he didn't want to write John as a kid, so he aged him up as a teen, then proceeded to write John like he was still a kid. We do not know the ways in which the mysterious Bendis moves. It's not mine to reason why. Mm-hmm. So, he brings Damon to the future to show him the Legion. Obviously, because it's in the future, air quality isn't the same. So, you know, Damien fucking passes out because he can't fucking breathe. Mm-hmm. So they get him resuscitated and up and running or whatever. And so, like, the Legion is freaking out because they can't believe that, you know, John brought Damien to the future. And Santa Girl is like, oh no, he needs to go to the past now, and I need to mind wipe him so he doesn't remember anything about the future. So, you know, they, you know, mind wiping someone to the past. And, like, the Legion are talking, and they're freaking out, going, I can't believe he's friends with baby Hitler. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, wait. Now, I know you're foreshadowing, you know, Damien's heel turn that's been foreshadowed several times. I think most famously in Grant Morrison's Batman 666, where he's like this really aggressive Batman in that sick ass leather trench coat with the cape and cowl. Yeah. But your frame of reference, again, like if you're gonna work within this established framework, at least understand or operate within the framework. Like, there are thousands of like future warlords. Like, there is no way in hell a Legion of Superhero member, even with those motherfuckers being as 21st century Earth obsessed as they are, they would not immediately make a fucking baby Hitler reference. They might call him baby Mordred. Yeah. Or baby what's our homeboy's name? The what is his name? Forgive me, y'all. It's been years and years and years since I've read Legion. What's the guy that he kicked off that fucking... Anyway, it'll come to me. But, like, there are thousands, or, like, there are a lot of Legion characters, or, like, you know, DC era future specific. Like, he couldn't say, oh, he's going to become the future Virodox. Like, there are thousands of other references you could have made to would have gotten that same point across, but because you don't want to write for the time frame, like, that shit annoys me. Like, you know, future, the Legion... They have a specific way of talking their own fucking slang. Like, they don't talk... Like, even the most 21st century obsessed among them don't talk in that colloquial 21st century slang speech. And that shit is annoying.
Bendis. Good old Bendis. You know what? I feel DC... They got Bendis because he's a big name. They got him from Marvel. And I feel, like you said, they just let Bendis just do whatever with no oversight to say no to certain things.
They're letting him, Tom King, and Scott Snyder just run shop. This guy
Snyder, I get to it. Like, Snyder, I get to a degree because he did kind of like... he pulled like old boy did with the Fast and Furious series. He kind of injected new life into Batman and stuff. And it kind of... They went overboard because they had Snyder doing every fucking Batman book. And I'm like, dude, what book is he not doing?
Yeah, like, clearly Snyder doesn't care about DC at large. Maybe I'm wrong, but from what I see of his work, the only thing he actually gives a shit about is Batman and Batman lore. And you know what? That's cool. Yeah. If that's your jam, if that's your wheelhouse, that's fine.
And DC figured it out because at one point when they had that huge, I forgot which event it was, they realized, shit, Scott Snyder, he's kind of fucking it up with these events. How about we just keep him on this one book and we'll put somebody else on the other Batman book to keep the shit in line with our event.
Immediately after his fucking The Dark Knight's Metal, immediately after that event, they plopped that motherfucker on Justice League. And he proceeds to tell this long ass winded, like, look, there's some good concepts there, but like, I'm sorry, that
Hickman,
perpetuity
you are
shit,
not.
that shit, man, you are not. He wants to be Hickman and Grant Morrison so bad. You can just tell he wants it so bad. But like, as much as I think that some of the concepts in that shit are interesting, it's like, it's so It's like, it's not even like good fan fiction tier. It's like 8-year-old. And this is the most powerful character I can. You're like, it is so bad. Like, this is the mother of the monitors, and she's gonna turn everybody to evil, and she's gonna fuse Lex Luthor with Martian Manhunter and make Apex Lex, and they're gonna move everything towards. Like, if I told you that shit, like, just off the top of my head, and say I'm gonna put that in the story, y'all look at me like I'm fucking crazy. Y'all be like, get that shit out of here. Like, what the fuck? If you don't take your ass to fanfiction.net with that bullshit.
Yeah. Man, oh man. So Doomsday Clock. I'm mixed on it. I didn't mind the story. I thought it was interesting about the book was the idea of Dr. Manhattan being inspired by Superman. I thought that was an interesting idea and such. I thought it got a little bit weird with the whole multiverse thing where Dr. Manhattan saw like Superman crashing in different time periods. Like I think he landed in like the 1920s and then landed in the 2038, I believe 2025. And I'm like, okay, and then apparently he was responsible for Krypton blowing up or some shit like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm confused right now. Like, what the fuck? And then you find out he's the reason why Rebirth happened and such. And then, boom, the whole, spoilers, but the whole Doomsday Clock ends with him basically erasing himself from time to where he basically marries old girl and has kids. And he never has powers, and he spreads his essence around the world. And I'm like, okay, so you just brought everything back pre-New 52. Okay, all right, like, all right, cool. Even though I know we're going to get another fucking crisis, but okay.
I mean, take it or leave it. Look, I have
the delays killed it for me more than anything. That's probably why I just ended. I was like, you know what? I'll wait for it when it's done.
Yeah, they really did murder momentum, but like I can't speak too much ill because the ending brought back my girl Cyclone, so I'm like, Maxine's back. I
know, right? That's the thing. It's like once you get your fave character back, it's like, I mean, can I be mad at this?
Like I really think the concept of the metaverse is really cool. How he explained how Superman shapes the multiverse because of his very existence. Like that's like
he's the backbone to the DC universe. It's like, all right, that's
which is
concept.
It was not a concept. It was like that's meta the case, and that's universally the case. I like how
Superman
how
was
it works
the first.
on.
Yeah, he was the first comic out. Yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. Yeah, you're right.
He was the first superhero. So like it makes sense, like meta narratively, it makes sense within context of the universe because every time Superman emerges, he kicks off the new age of heroes. Anyway, I like that. I thought that was interesting. I also like the joke that the story basically resolved itself with a character who thought that nothing mattered being met by a man who thinks that everything matters. It's like there's no point to anything. Superman's like, but what if there was?
I mean, you know what's ironic is the fact that the actual ending for the book was essentially Dr. Manhattan like, you know what, I'm going to take this baby from these sociopaths, raise it, name him Clark, and then drop it on the front porch of fucking Night Owl.
My ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend. I'm like, what? It's just like, okay.
Peace, Lori.
Peace, I'm out.
Check my baby.
Manhattan, out.
Dick mic drop.
I was like, wait a minute. You literally just ended the series so DC has another excuse to revisit Watchmen and Alan Moore has another fucking conniption fit. That's what you did, DC. You did this shit to piss off Alan Moore again.
I mean, it's like he only has so much room on the shelf for those voodoo dolls. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's running to get at a cubby holes for him.
It's like,
but I'm sure.
It's like Lindelof when they asked Lindelof, do you think Alan Moore would like his series? I'm like, that's like such a loaded question.
No, he wouldn't.
Alan Moore would hate it. It's like, do I think he would like the show? Maybe. It might be less offensive than Zack Snyder's, but he still
wouldn't. No, he would
he
not.
still would be like,
no, he wouldn't.
It'll be so. Put it this way, I think Alan Moore would be so passive aggressive with his hate, though. That's the thing. It'd be like, I mean, it's all right, but could have been better.
Hold on, passive aggressive. Have you ever read an interview by Alan Moore? It's pretty consistent with his Front Street level of hate.
Put it this way, Prime. Reading it, to me, I don't get it, and it's like I really wish I can actually hear his voice to where I could really nail it down. So it's like I have to take everybody's word for it that Alan Moore would be like, yo, fuck this and all that stuff. I know he had distaste for League of Extraordinary
Gentlemen. Didn't he just recently call all of us mouth breeders because we still read comic books?
It's like, nigga, you wrote comic books. It's like, what are you doing here?
I'm like, damn, you are a bitter old man. But I still love you to death, though, Alan. Still love you to fucking death. But you bitter as fuck.
He's literally Grandpa Simpson yelling at the clouds. Straight up.
Basically. fucking basically. Goddamn, Alan. And I look. And I understand why you salty, like I'm on your fucking side on that, dog. But dog, come on, bro.
Nah, but we're not. We all can't be Alan Moore salty. We at least have some level of like empathy and leeway and stuff. But
okay, so then on top of so in the Doomsday Clock, that's that awesome moment that like I want a fucking poster of where the Legion of Superheroes and the Justice Society show up to help Superman out. And it's fucking Bendis' Legion, because of course it's Bendis' Legion.
Oh yeah, of course, Prime.
And
you really think it's gonna be the old Legion? Come on now, Prime.
For a moment, I had hope, like, oh please be like classic Legion.
Poor child, you had hope.
Please be classic. And so like I'm looking at the spread, and I'm like, I can't stand looking at Black Lightning Lad because that shit is so offensive to me. I'm like, so you want to inject? First of all, you want to put diversity in an already fucking diverse group of all kinds of shades.
Black person, a lightning character for like the umpteenth fucking time, because DC has no vision of black characters other than lightning characters. Like, goddamn, at least Marvel has the foresight to vary it up. Jesus Christ.
I'm like, fuck, you need to make this. And then on top of that, like, if I'm not mistaken, depending on one of the legions, like, one of the versions, doesn't Lightning Lad come from like a tribal society?
Yeah.
Like basically. Already.
I mean, even the cartoon kind of alluded to that.
You just gonna stack on the stereotypes, you liberal racist cunt.
The only thing missing was him with a fucking KFC chicken drumstick in his hand at that point. I mean, shit. He's already black.
Look, I also say this. I will say, I'm glad they kept him ginger at least.
Oh, ginger black. Okay, all right.
But it depends on who's doing the coloring, because sometimes it's like sometimes it's like bright orange, and other times it's like a really really dark brown. I'm like, if y'all don't pick a fucking color.
Hold up. Is it like kind of how Marvel in the X-Men comics do Storm, where one minute she's dark as fuck, like how she should be, and the next minute she's like light skinned? I'm like, what the fuck is going on at Marvel with the inconsistencies here with Storm?
Man, I don't fuck shit. I don't know.
Like, yo,
that shit is offensive to me.
The colorers at Marvel need to really get on the same page. Like, all right, this is the color that Storm needs. Stick to it.
How about this? Once y'all work back out the fact that she's supposed to have cat eyes, because if y'all forgotten that shit, then you can talk to me about her fucking skin tone. Exactly. Because y'all can't work out her fucking facial features. God damn it.
Nah. But yeah, back to Doomsday Clock and the Bendis's Legion.
So that just it's like out of all the characters to race swap, you choose the lightning power. Like, come on, dog.
I mean,
come on, dog. Like, why couldn't it have been Cosmic Boy? Like, we can't have Black Magneto. Like, what the fuck, And then on top of this shit, like, he's swapping out like traditional couples. Like, where's my issue? I had to find it. That shit made me so fucking mad. Like,
where's the book?
Where that shit at? That shit made me so fucking angry. Like, who does he have? I think he has like Shadow Lass. Well, not Shadow Lass. Who does he have going out with Ultra Boy? And I'm like, hold on, bro. I'm calling the flag. I'm playing on that bullshit. And then he came out and was like, Legion fans might be a little upset because I'm doing non-traditional relationships. No, fuck you. You didn't want to research. Fuck off. Pissing me the hell off, goddamn it. I'm telling you something. Legion has OTP. And so then also, like, he drops fucking foreshadowing of Vladimir. And I'm like, but their parents aren't dating, and you haven't even had his parents have like much dialogue together anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's gonna do. I really don't know what he's gonna do. Yeah, I'm bothered. Yes, I'm very upset about this shit.
I mean, yeah.
Do you know how long? I begged on my knees, like, please, I want a new Legion series.
I
And I
mean,
said by any means necessary. Now it's my fucking mistake right
yeah.
there.
You
I
said by
said
any
by
means.
any
That was your mistake.
necessary.
That was your mistake.
Played myself. Fucking
Oh,
played.
I mean, yeah. I told Prime before we started. I'm reading Adam Strange, Tom King, because I don't know any fucking better. And before we had started the Splice podcast, Prime made a very valid point about Tom King. You want to reiterate that for folks? I think we probably have reiterated this before, but Prime really reiterate this with Tom King. Like, it's getting to the point to where, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like, he's basically written the same story, like, over and over and over again. Like, CJ, I applaud you for picking up that first issue. Like, I was in the store.
No, I got
standing
tricked
there
because I love that cover, and
Look,
my knowledge of Adam Strange is restricted to Young Justice and Batman Brave and the Bold cartoons, so I was really like, you know what? I am going to pick up an Adam Strange book and read it and enjoy it. And it happened to be written by Tom King, and I'm like, fuck.
that cover looked dope. That art looks dope. Adam is my dude, and I'm like, oh man, I should pick it. And I was like, oh fuck, this is a Tom King book, so I'm not picking that shit up because, like, what's it gonna do? I decline. I'm not picking up fucking Tom King book because what's gonna happen is the first issue is gonna be pretty okay.
It's dope.
Then it's gonna be just
interesting.
fucking down. It's gonna be fucking downhill from there because you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be a sad middle-aged white guy going, oh man, isn't life suck? It's gonna have a fucking doting mommy wife. He's gonna realize, isn't suburban life wacky? Isn't the mundane so strange? And it's just gonna have no fucking resolution. You did that shit. You did that shit in Vision. You did that shit in Omega Man. You did that shit in Mr. Miracle.
Mr. Miracle. Yeah.
Did that shit in Batman.
Now,
Keeps telling the
Adam
same
Strange.
story
I mean, at this
over fucking over again.
I'm calling
and
it
then
now.
here's my thing, because I was talking about this shit. I was talking about this shit with somebody. Like, I'm okay with superhero deconstructions, but my issue with Tom King is that he never builds them back up. The point of a deconstruction is you bring the character raw, you show the character at their components, and then you build them up from there. Like, Frank Miller famously did this shit with Daredevil. Like, he put Matt through the bullshit ring, just destroyed everything that what Daredevil was about. But at the end of that reign, you know what he did? He built him back up till he was stronger. Fuck.
Much like the Daredevil TV series season 3. Fucking Bullseye fucking framed Matt, and Matt was going through it. By the end, everybody loved fucking Daredevil now because it was like, oh shit, like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, strong. Grant Morrison, in his first 4 issues of Justice League, broke down the concept, deconstructed the very idea of a superhero team. But by the 5th or 6th issue, built that shit up and showed why they matter. That's what you ultimately do with a deconstruction. You ultimately prove why the concepts work, why they matter. Tom King's whole modus operandi is just to deconstruct, break it down, and go, look at the sad man. Isn't it sad being a sad man? Being sad sure is sad.
Like, Mr. Miracle, I understood it because, I mean, look, when you've been under the lock and key of Granny Goodness, alright, you've been through some shit, right? So, I can kind of buy Mr. Miracle, right? Vision, I'm like, okay, so like you said, where's the build up?
Like, isn't suburban life so kooky? Isn't everything like he doesn't build? He doesn't build.
Isn't it weird?
And then fucking the shit, and I will never forgive this motherfucker for the shit he did to Wally West. This motherfucker damaged Wally West so horrendously. Like,
DC hates Wally West. Somebody laughed at me for saying that. I'm like, nah, DC hates Wally West, man. Like, goddamn, why?
No, Dan DiDio hates Wally West.
Oh, we'll get to him. We got news about him, but continue.
but like, it took Scott Lobdell. Like, generally, I'm not a big fan of Scott Lobdell. Like, I think he's just okay. Like, but his writing style is for me.
Yeah.
But damn it, if that man didn't bend over backwards, repairing all the damage that Tom King did to Wally West and flash forward. I mean, hats fucking off, man.
I mean, yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, I am there for seeing Adam Strange and the Strange Avengers to see him, once more investigate Neuron and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens with that.
Let me know how that works out, because I'm not giving that a red cent. Not a goddamn time.
I figure I'd talk about it now because I don't want to wait till more for Metacast for this one. So I caught up with Necessary Evil. And so here's my thing. Necessary Evil is more or less Boom Comics doing backdoor white light for Power Rangers. Basically how Tommy got the White Ranger powers. And it's okay. It has the issues that Prime said, where it seems like it's a lot of people with, quote unquote, like you said, deviant art ideas getting thrown into the mix with these Omega Rangers, with Jason, Zach, and Trini, and them teaming up with Adam, Aisha, and Rocky, and them showing the animosity, so to speak, between the teams and such. And then Jason getting visions that kind of led to Tommy getting said White Ranger powers. And then there's infighting with a new villain that's beefing with Lord Zed. And I'm like, okay. And at this point, I'm just like, so if you're doing this, how is these Ninja Ranger powers going to pop up when we get to season 3 in the comics?
Probably never. They're going to keep circling around season 1 and 2.
I mean, and I know most people's idea, because I saw somebody make a point that people inherently don't care. Well, I mean, hell, we said it last time on Morphin Metacast that Boom is going to ride season 1 because that's what's going to make money, because, you know, you can't just throw Zeo at people and then they'll be invested versus MMPR. But I'm like, how long can you ride that MMPR train before people are like getting tired of it? You know,
dog, I saw somebody say something real insidious, and when they said it, I was like, oh man, that's probably true. They're like, what if they're doing that crossover from Go Busters with all the dinosaur teams? What if they're doing that not because they want to tell the story or it's for the anniversary, but like they just want to keep Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in the cultural zeitgeist, the cultural forefront?
I mean, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Think about it. In that crossover, if I remember correctly, they brought back old Red Ranger from some Zhu Ranger. They brought him back to morph as Zhu Red.
Tyranno Ranger.
Yeah, Tyranno Ranger. Did they bring back
they brought back all the Reds.
No, I'm saying the actors.
They're all there.
The actors for like
in Sentai, yeah.
Oh, okay. So this time around, they're switching it up. They brought back Jason. They brought back old boy from Dino Charge, Red. I don't think they brought back Dino Thunder, Red, or maybe they're keeping that on the wraps.
They have not, because I've seen the footage with the unmorphed, who they had unmorphed, and the Red Dino Thunder Ranger was standing there morphed.
You paused it like that? Yeah, all right. I was thinking maybe they kept it on the wraps or some shit, you know, so.
They're not going to. Having Connor McKnight is not going to be a big surprise. Like that is.
I mean, it'd be nice. It'd be nice, to be honest. I mean, that's just me.
Like, no disrespect to my man Connor, but he's not pushing the envelope. No one's going to be like, they kept Connor a surprise. No one's.
It makes sense to bring Jason back because he is the man. He is the guy. So you know that makes perfect sense. But yeah, that would make perfect sense. You throw Jason front and center and stuff and get people hype and stuff, and that keeps that MMPR train going, which I think is cool. But eventually in the comics, they're gonna have to touch on Ninja powers and they're gonna have to touch on Zeo.
I mean, I'm a Superman, TJ. Like, can I just get a Brave and the Bold style Power Ranger book? It's just like, can I have that?
That's
please?
what that other book was with the Solar Rangers. That was supposed to be the one with the Solar Rangers.
It was not.
Solar Rangers and the Ranger Killer and them and stuff. And old boy from Dino Charge. That was the what the fuck Ranger was it?
Was it Talon Dark Ranger? Anyway,
the Talon Dark. Yeah. It was supposed to be that. That was supposed to be like, hey guys, you want something that's not NPR? Here you go. And then somehow they managed to somehow switch that back to being MMPR related. And I'm like, you sons of bitches.
Like, surprise! Here goes our DeviantArt designs. You like these, right? They look cool. You like our great value Q Rangers? They look nice, don't they?
Yeah, I know, right? Cute. Yeah. Oh, God, That had me so excited. Like, oh, we might get Q Ranger. Nope, we're getting Ranger. Anyways, which brings me back to TMNT Power Rangers. Which I'll say this. So you couldn't do season 3, Power Rangers?
That's no
Yeah,
one has been able to explain to
a lot
me.
of people doing the dumb thing, which is saying you couldn't do Ninja Storm. No, that's the wrong season. You can't just throw Ninja Storm at people and think that's a good crossover. No.
You can't do Ninja Steel? Nah, bro. It's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers all day,
So
every day.
it's like
Studios.
you could have Here's the thing too, and this is just me saying here. Could have just jumped ahead, gave us the season 3 ninja outfits, crossover with TMNT, and then tease it for, hey, coming soon, season 3 of Boom Mighty Morphin Power Ranger comics with Ninjor, and boom, there you go.
Because you care. Like, I don't understand. Like, so that first issue I really liked, and I've never seen a series lose so much of my goodwill so fast.
I mean, you didn't like Green Ranger Shredder? I liked it. You know, that was the highlight.
Explain to me how that's how. I mean, it looks okay, but explain to me how that's a thing. Like, did he modify it? Because, like, correct me if I'm wrong, CJ. I might be nuts here, but the morphers they just institute power armor. It isn't dependent on who's using it. Like, if I use the fucking Green Dragon Dagger morpher, the Green Dragon Ranger morpher, I wouldn't turn into like a variant that had a hoodie and a cheeseburger. I would just turn into the fucking Green Ranger. Because it's a powered armor. Like
it's like Doggy Kruger when he transforms into the fucking Deca Master and shit. He ain't looking like a dog. That motherfucker looks like a goddamn human in a damn suit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter who's using all that shit episode from Homeboy or Gokai, the little kid who stole the mom bright. He didn't turn into like a variant of a Gokai Red. Like, he turned into fucking Gokai Red. Like,
yeah. So like the turtles, they get the morphers and they turn into turtle Rangers, and April is the only one that looks like the regular ass Pink Ranger, and I'm like, all right.
So how is explain? I'm like, this immediately. Let somebody please explain it. Right now.
I was wondering.
I know why. We gotta get.
I mean, to be honest,
if I
was smart, Prime, I would have took the chick that recently became a turtle and used her as the 5th turtle in that whole thing instead of April. But,
you're making too much damn sense, because if we were making sense, then this would have been like during season 3 with the already Ninja Rangers when they had a plot like Ninjor and the Foot Clan trying to steal some. You're gonna work that shit out. Like,
the Foot Clan is trying to get Ninjor and get the powers. That that would have been great.
And you can also foreshadow the other ninja teams. Like, maybe you could have that ancient scroll from Ninja Storm, or maybe you could have like the Ninja Steel. You could work that shit out. You could have had all this shit working together.
So it's like, I think it's, and then you see the Rangers in their quote unquote Naruto. I'm calling it Naruto ninja attire. That's what the fuck it is.
You mean the hood Rudo? Because the motherfuckers wearing sneakers.
Hood Rudo, because Zach is looking like fucking old boy with the bugs. Shit was god damn, I forgot his name. God, what the fuck is that dude's name with the bugs in Naruto?
Shit, I do not know.
They literally look like fucking Hood Power Ranger DeviantArt designs. Like, I would not be surprised if I go to a convention and somebody dressed up as these Power Rangers versions. Like,
you're talking about at least 20 people when the fucking character models came out was already going to fucking Michaels and already hitting them Hancock's fabric.
I mean, it's like I like them, but I kind of was just like, we could have got the Ninjetti outfits and they would have been dope. I
mean, they just look so pointless to me. Like, why does this exist? Kudos to the character.
What is their design? I mean, what is their purpose? They look like the turtles now because they look all mysterious. Like, what's up? Like,
like, shit, fucking like, why is it doing season 3 when they already have like ninja power? I don't.
So, anyways, I just want to move on from that because I might elaborate a little bit. Me and Prime might rant more on Morphin Metacast on that, but I just want to throw that out there. On the X-Men front, they're keeping it strong and stuff. There's some books that I'm just going to wait for the trade, like the Psylocke solo series. I'm probably gonna wait for the trade for that one. It's an interesting story, but I'm kind of like, I like Psylocke, but I kind of want to wait for the trade just to kind of read it all in one hit. But the Crucible. So we're finally figuring out, we're getting the answer, and again, I think Hickman is reading our minds here, because we all asked, hey, what about the depower mutants? So, them getting their powers, it is not easy. Apparently Apocalypse is like, hey, so you want your powers, you're going to have to fight my ass. In combat. And I'm like, okay. Because you forget,
Really?
they downloaded everybody's DNA. The Scarlet Witch and House of M shit happens, but Mr. Sinister has everybody's DNA because Xavier and, them went to Sinister at early time point and talked to him about, hey, we want you to keep a stockpile of all the mutants' DNA because we have an idea. So one of them is it Sam's sister? Cannonball's sister that lost her powers, I believe. I forgot her name. Oh shit. Basically, they gotta fight for their powers and stuff, and I think Cannonball's sister was one of the people that lost their powers in House of M, and she has to fight Apocalypse, and she gets death, and she ends up getting resurrected with her powers back. And it kind of started a conversation. I remember you mentioned this, so that's the reason why I brought it up for you. Cyclops and Nightcrawler having kind of a philosophical discussion about like whether this way of everybody getting their powers is the right way and stuff. So I know you had a problem with how they're using Nightcrawler, so I don't know if you want to elaborate on that. I was kind of curious about why you felt that way.
I don't even know how to begin. So, like, Nightcrawler is a very basic character, and I mean, maybe I don't know. Like, I like the questions him and Scott were bringing up in the conversation they were having about, is this right, or if we're immortal, what does this do for our souls? Which, Peter David, and I think his Scarlet Spider run, he tried to answer that question with Marvel clones, where I think I talked about it briefly, like where the explanation he gave, where if if you're dead and a genetic copy of your body that's like perfect is made, then your soul in limbo or wherever it inhabits that body. And so the crux of that Scarlet Spider run is that Ben was concerned because he died and come back so many times, it was starting to corrupt his soul and damage his soul core or whatever it was fucking called. Where like he was worried that the more he kept coming back, he's going to come back and turn evil. And I think that's what he was concerned with, and that's one of the explanations, quote unquote, they gave for his actions during the clone conspiracy.
Okay.
So like again, I like the questions that Cyclops and Nightcrawler were asking each other. I like their discussion. I like Cyclops being a fucking pragmatist, going, this shit's not going to last forever. We might as well enjoy what we have, and the questions that Nightcrawler have. But my issue is at the very end of that, where Nightcrawler was like, I think I'm going to start a mutant religion. I'm just like, Nightcrawler's a simple character. He has a few key defining traits.
Very Christian.
And one of them being he's a fucking devout Catholic.
Yeah, Catholic.
Devout Christian.
Yeah.
He's a Christian. He's devout. He's devout.
And
so like, and I'm like, maybe it's just me, but like, I feel like there are so few characters like that in comics now. Anyway, like off the top of my head, I can only think of like him and Daredevil.
Yeah.
And there's like rampant other. I'm like, can they have that? Like,
him saying he wants to start a new religion. It's like I get it, but that's where it goes to the degree of like you're trying to make the X-Men have everything on Krakoa just be Krakoa with no human stuff in it. I'm like, okay, I guess, man.
Yes. Like Nightcrawler, that's hella blasphemous, dog. Like, and I think you of all people would know that.
I mean, but yeah, I like the idea of also Mystique ready to burn that shit down because they won't bring back Destiny.
Oh, it's happening. You know what I also like? Have you read X-Men Fantastic Four?
Oh yeah, with them basically like beefing over whether Franklin should be on Krakoa, and I like how the X-Men are like, well, I mean that's Franklin's decision, and Reed and Sue are looking at him like, fuck you, he's not going to Krakoa, and I'm like, but did you ask Franklin what he wants?
And then what I like about it is like everyone in that situation is like that's just a moral gray.
Yeah.
Like I don't think anybody's 100% in the right in there. Like I definitely think the X-Men are the right. I definitely think the X-Men are the right showing up. With fucking Magneto, known terrorists going, hey,
yeah,
give us your son. Like, okay, whoa, calm down there.
You don't bring the guy.
I don't think Reed is in the right for like, oh, by the way, I kind of scrambled your DNA, so these portals won't work for you. Well, that's a fucking dick move there, Reed.
Well, I mean, when has Reed not been a dick? I mean, this is the guy.
I mean, that's why.
This is the guy that went to the Council of Reeds for issues during the Hickman's Fantastic Four. I mean, are you shocked?
Well, I mean, Reed Richards is trash. I mean, you are right.
His ultimate version.
You are totally right.
His ultimate version is basically Reed clearly given zero fucks. There is no fucks with him at all in Ultimate Reed Richards.
I mean, Ultimate Reed, the maker, is just basically, Dr. Doom, but without, like, morality.
Yeah, basically.
Basically, he's Dr. Doom if Dr. Doom didn't have a moral... Note what I'm saying. I want you all to listen carefully to what I'm saying. The maker is essentially Dr. Doom without a moral compass.
The motherfucker made a world that literally was... Like, he literally knew what the fuck was happening before he got there. Like, Sam Wilson thought that he was invisible doing reconnaissance on the Maker's world, and the Maker was like, yeah, I kind of knew you were already here, Sam, so what the fuck are you doing here?
Just, like, I think he literally is the ultimate Reed. Like, you're a Reed Richards distilled down to his purest essence, which is grade A douchebag.
Oh, yeah. But, like, that whole thing is based, like you said, both sides have the same point, but it still comes down to what does Franklin want? Like,
what I do like also, and also what I did like from that series is I like that Sue pretty much said some of the shit I've been thinking, like, the X acting like mad like a cult recently. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Ironic, because let's be real, if you go all the way back to when they were fighting Bastion on fucking Alcatraz, Cyclops made the point like, hey, y'all motherfuckers never gave a shit about us until the shit affected you, so what the fuck? Like, so there's a reason why the mutants right now have been partying over everybody. Like, that issue where Magneto, Apocalypse, and Xavier go to that summit, I like the fact that Wakanda... Oh,
I love that issue. I love that issue.
Bruh, I like how Wakanda was like, hey, you know what, X-Men? I feel you. We have Wakandas have been in your position. You know what? We don't want the smoke. We are cool with your whole thing.
And also, like, wasn't that also the issue where they finally confirmed that it is Professor Xavier? Because we all had, like, thoughts like, is that Xavier?
Oh, yeah, it's Xavier. Yeah. He took
the fucking helmet off. We were like,
oh. You know what? I felt a little anticlimactic, because I think probably because I was along with everybody else, like, we had theories like, that could be somebody else. And it's like, oh, well, it was Xavier. Of course it was.
Let's say, I swore I thought that was the Maker. With how much Hickman sucks the Maker's dick, I'm like, it has to be the Maker. It has to be.
But also, too...
No.
We found out in, I think it's the book with the Hellfire Club, and Beast is a part of it. It's like the kind of the NCIS book for the X-Men. For all the moral standing that Beast was on Cyclops and shit about, oh man, I can't believe you made X-Force. That motherfucker is he's ready to kill some people if he has to. Then I'm looking at Beast like, but weren't you bitching at my Cyclops and shit because of the deaths, and now you're kind of like doing the same shit yourself now? Like,
Hank McCoy is like the biggest hypocrite in comic books. Like, I think one of the best things that came out of Bendis' run, which wasn't that good to begin with, but like one of the best scenes, one of the best panels, was when the Watcher came down from the moon to go, Hank, I see you, and I see your bullshit.
Basically.
And I am disappointed. And I am disappointed, son. You're trash.
It's like, shit, I fucking Dark Beast got more morality than you, and it's like, god damn. Like, when you say Dark Beast got more morality, it's like, oh shit, you fucking up right there, man.
Dark Beast got way more scrupables than you do, motherfucker. You are just the absolute worst. You are a fucking hypocrite. You fucking just do terrible, and then like he makes terrible decisions. Then he wants to act all like on high when this shit backfires in his face. Like, how could this have happened? Like, bringing the past and X-Men to the future. How would I know they get stuck here? How about you just don't do a stupid ass thing like that to begin with, Hank? How about that shit?
Hank was like, well, if I bring back the past X-Men, that will jog Cyclops to actually do the right thing. No, it won't. What are you doing?
How the fuck? What? You're supposedly you're an intelligent man. Supposedly.
Not today.
I mean, we're told this several times. We're told several times you're intelligent. Like, what is your train of thought there? Like, what the actual... Anyway. Bring it in.
Yeah. But that's where I'm at right now, which kind of leads to some comic book news. One, Ta-Nehisi Coates is leaving the Black Panther run, and he, I would say that's the first time I have followed a writer like him that I saw improvement. And it was improvement in the fact that if you were able to rough out those 12 issues of his Black Panther run, you were able to see the changes afterwards. And I understood why people felt some sort of way and stuff, but at the same time, I was like, hey, you know what? I give him praise the fact that, number one, when he did improve, it was when Marvel figured out, hey, we can't stretch out Ta-Nehisi Coates on multiple books. We got to just keep him on just one book. That was the one thing that I was happy for them for. And two, it brought us...
And we also have to remind him, that you're not writing a novel, you're writing a comic book.
And that's why he got better after those 12 issues when he realized, hey, dog, like, that 12 issues of Black Panther could have probably been swings down to maybe 9 issues. Maybe 8, possibly.
I mean, maybe 4 if we're being realistic.
Yeah, but he's one of those another people that loves Hickman. Dear God, he loves Hickman because... I never known a person that has such an encyclopedia on Wakanda, like to the point to where he made what's the dude that teleports, that does the teleportation?
Dude from making the Avenger run. Is it Manifold?
Yeah, Manifold. Like he put Manifold on top in the Intergalactic Wakanda arc. Like he made that dude like somebody that everybody now knows who the fuck Manifold is, which I think is great. Like he like Hickman pulls out a lot of old Black Panther characters that I never heard of and actually put them to the forefront and has some use for them. And I was like, oh, that's actually pretty dope. So I give Coates that much. But like I said, he's been 2 years on the book. So hey, you know what? It's time for him. It's time for somebody else to take the reins. And I think...
Yeah, it's about time to wrap it up.
It's about time for him to wrap it up. But he's still on Captain America, which I'm happy about. I am 100% happy for. I want him on that
behind.
book. Oh yeah.
Catch me up. What's going on there?
Basically, Cap is fighting what's his face, Nuke, because Nuke is basically on his like kind of Blue Lives Matter shit, which I mean that's on brand for Nuke if you want to be real about it.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So he's on that much, which I think is great because Coates is kind of doing what Spencer was showing, was that like, we always crack jokes like, man, Captain America couldn't even save Martin Luther King. Ha ha ha. We laughed at it, right? And it's like, I like how Coates kind of like picked up on what Spencer like did with Cap, where it's like Cap has always had that kind of blind spot. Like he is Captain America, but he's always had that blind spot for other races to a degree, right?
I mean, wasn't that one of the whole reasons he started that the Unity Squad?
Yeah. And I remember you remember that issue of New Avengers when Luke Cage was part of it, where they're rolling into Harlem and Cap tries to interferes, and Luke Cage looked at him like, nigga, you are Captain America. When is the last time you've been to the hood? And Cap
didn't he live?
Huh?
Anyway, didn't he live?
Yeah, but that was, and I think Coates is kind of picking up on the aspect of Captain America really kind of like, hey, am I really the Captain of America? Am I really for America and stuff? And him kind of like putting his foot in Nuke's ass on the whole Blue Lives Matter thing. I was like, oh, all right, this is actually pretty dope. He's picking up where Sam left off with the RoboCops in his arc and stuff. So I'm like, all right, I'm liking this and stuff. I'm like about 3 issues behind, so I'm actually... Yeah, so I'm happy that Coates is still in the book, but I'm also glad that somebody else can pick up the reins. I don't know who they would get to pick up Black Panther. I mean, do you have any ideas who they might get for Black Panther at this point, or you don't really know?
Who would they pick? Who would they jump off the bench? Now, it sounds like to me like what's old homegirl who's working with Hickman, who's gonna be writing that X-Men spinoff. Not Leia Williams. What is her name? The black girl. What is her name?
It's not the same chick that's doing the Ironheart book, is it?
No, not Eve Ewing.
Oh,
what is her name? What's her name? I'm blanking on her name. forgive me. But I think that maybe because I feel like she's being groomed for something because they're giving her a lot of series. What is her? Oh, it's gonna bother me now because she's writing
what book did she
X-Men.
write? Because that kind of would lock it down.
Man, see now I'm blanking on what book she has written because she's been writing a whole lot of shit. I know she's writing that James Bond book for who has a James Bond license right now? Dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's writing the James Bond for Dynamite. What is her name?
Let me see. Dynamite James Bond #1. That's Warren Ellis's one. It's not it.
Vita Ayala. Thank you.
Oh,
Vita
yeah,
Ayala.
yeah. Vita Ayala. Yeah, that would make sense if she does do Black. That would actually be pretty interesting.
Did she write the Shuri book? Who's writing the Shuri book?
I think she did. Yeah, I think she did do it. Yeah, she did do it.
Yeah. So like, I feel like she might be being groomed for something. I don't know what, but they're giving her a lot of keys.
Yeah, we'll see.
So you never know.
Yeah,
never know.
I mean, hell, they gave her Morbius at one point. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. So that happening, and then Dan DiDio is like leaving DC, and I am still kind of like wondering what the fuck happened with that one.
When I tell you I celebrated.
Why do you? Okay, let me ask you this. Since you're the one that's partying off this, why do you think he's left? Or he's gone? Because apparently they say he got fired. Why do you think he got fired?
I'm going to go on a limb here, and I'm going to say it's whatever the fuck 5G was supposed to be. I think
Generation 5.
I think I think the overlords at AT&T looked at that shit and said, I'm sorry, you want to do what? You want to replace all the outstanding heroes right now and replace them like when we have all these movies and TV shows about to come out.
He wanted a new 52 that shit again?
You know, he didn't want to like age them down. No, he wanted to like have Superman be replaced by his son, bring in a brand new Batman.
Oh, he wanted next generation. Okay.
He wanted all new, all different Marvel it. And I guarantee you, the overlords at AT&T heard that shit, looked at what happened in Marvel and went, no.
But I'll be real though. I feel Marvel is in a position that they can do all new, all different, and Marvel TV and movies wouldn't give a shit. Like, you remember when they did all new Marvel, they were still in the MCU, and the movie side was like, we don't give a fuck about our new Marvel. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, because they were in the train station. But see, my thing,
because in their heads,
like,
Marvel was like, well, maybe we might use that someday down in Phase 6, 7, or whatever and shit if we're still doing movies at that point. But they were like, nah, we're good for right now. We don't have to do all new, all different.
No, they did not.
DC, yeah, like you said, you can't do that shit right now with the movies. You can't.
I'm like, you with all these TV shows and what? Are you out your damn mind?
It's like we just got Rob Pattinson as Batman. What the fuck is your problem?
I'm gonna say and then on top of that shit, like all the goodwill that DC earned back with Rebirth, Dan DiDio's horrible decisions just burned them shits away. Like you make the extra effort to bring back Wally West, right? And then you proceed to bench him, and he does absolutely nothing until you decide to like. So Tom King comes in and goes, "Hey, I got the story I want to tell about this mental health house or whatever, and like I want here to be the killer." So Dan DiDio gives him a short list of characters, and on that list is Wally West. I'm sorry, Wally's West name should not have been on that fucking list to begin with.
Again, they don't like Wally West. I'm like, what the fuck, man? He's like the whipping boy.
Excuse my French, but I'm fucking furious. Because Wally is my dude. Like when I grew up, Wally was my Flash. Like I watched Wally grow up. Let it go, fine. Let it go.
That whole thing is that whole saga is weird. But that 5, you know what? And here's the kicker. And I need folks to understand this. All right. Stop, number one, reiterating this every fucking episode. Stop listening to We Got It's Covered. Okay?
You would think, like, if I see one more motherfucker on my feed retweeting some shit or reposting shit from Recon Cover, like saying this is late breaking news, I'm blocking you. You're getting blocked.
These motherfuckers sat there and reported that Marvel was going to buy DC because of that 5G shit. And I'm like, no, that would never fucking happen. In fact, Disney already took in the toxicity that is Fox with the X-Men movies, right? The New Mutants is actually coming out soon. I'm kind of interested to see where that goes. Why would they take DC? Do they even have the money to buy DC Comics?
They're already struggling trying to figure out how Marvel Comics publishing brand is fitting into their organization. Why would they take on an entirely new another? Why would they?
That does, yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
I saw that. It's like, folks, stop listening to them. Like, I get.
And then my question would be then, who the fuck would want that? Like, who are these weirdos who want everything consolidated under one? You know, competition breeds better business, right? Like, what the actual fuck?
Thank you. It's like, no, it's now
everything under one umbrella. Like, are you that baby brain? Like, everything I like has to be made by the same company? Like, what the fuck?
Now, if anything, I'm worried about how AT&T is going to run DC Comics. If I want to be real, that's worrisome because
We've been worried about this for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, because Disney has been basically hands off when it comes to Marvel Comics. They're just like, whatever. Now, granted, a lot of us, I even had the idea, hey, it'd be nice to have Disney kind of pushing a lot of stuff for Marvel Comics, and I had to stop myself. I was like, no, you don't want that. No. Just let Disney, let Marvel do their own thing with the comics and stuff and just keep it moving. You know, because I think that's probably the best decision-wise anyway, is to just kind of like let the comic side do their own thing and stuff. Because now...
What you could do, you could, support them. You could advertise. You could...
you could definitely advertise it on Disney, Plus and Disney,
you could,
TV shows and stuff.
You could, I don't want to say like be hands on, but like you could, let's say, intervene in some situations, and I'll just leave it at
that. Yeah. Put some offers on Disney Plus, like, hey, if you got Disney Plus, hey, you can read this issue of this comic or something like that. That'd be a good cross advertisement. It'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, tackle on Marvel Unlimited. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I mean, shit, yeah. So like I said, I don't know where that's going to go on that front.
But what I will say, like, just the level of disrespect, because Dan DiDio and Jim Lee have been co-publishers for years, and when Dan DiDio caught the boot to the ass, or he walked out on a Tuesday morning with all his stuff crying. Anyway, when he caught that boot, and everybody was like, "Oh man, who are they gonna get to replace the Dio?" Like Jim Lee wasn't standing like right there, like, guys, I've been here for like 20. What the fuck?
Like, you just standing there like, what, my fucking chopped liver, man? I'm right here. Like, Jesus
like,
Christ.
do you not? Is this a race thing? Like, what the fuck?
Do you hate me?
I'm like, I mean, I know I've been kind of hands off a little bit, off my corner drawing shit, but like, come the fuck on, guys. Like, I have been helping run the business. What the fuck?
Oh my god, man. Speaking of which, so I don't know if I asked you this. So, Birds of Prey. What did you think of that movie?
Well, according to the internet, because I thought the movie was okay, I'm a misogynist. Just because I thought the movie was just okay. I'm like, the movie wasn't bad. You're fucking misogynist? I'm like, are you serious? The fuck?
Yeah. I mean, the movie was fine. I don't think it's the worst thing. It's weird. I feel indifferent on whether the rated R had a hindrance to it, because I think even if it was PG-13, I don't know if it would have been a big boost per se. But
and you know what? Watching it, like, it didn't even have to be rated R. Like, the only thing that was rated R word was maybe like the explosion at the ending,
breaking the bones, the breaking the bones, basically, and And
I mean, let's be realistic. Like, that fight scene wasn't any more. Those fight scenes weren't any more violent than that warehouse fight scene. So I'm just,
yeah. And also, I mean, I'm gonna keep harping on this. Should have just named it The Emancipation of Harley, featuring Birds of Prey instead of Birds of Prey featuring The Emancipation of Harley. I mean, that could make a difference too. But
and so here's also my thing. Like, this is the one thing where I'm saying one of my factors contributing to me saying the movie was just okay. Is like, how much am I willing to let it bother me that those characters should not have been named after comic book characters. Like, I think the only character who had any plot significance with the name match was Helena Bertinelli. Like, the rest of those characters, you could have named them Copy McCop Chick, Singer McLounge Singer, and Pickpocket McKitty Kid, and the movie still would have functioned on its on its own. Like, it didn't have to be.
I love me some Rosie Perez. I thought she was okay as Renee Montoya. It was fine.
And I'm just like, I couldn't remember.
I felt they beat it. That was my one issue. And this is where people sit there and talk about, oh, Captain Marvel, they were beating you over the head with social justice. Nah, nigga. Birds of Prey was doing that shit. I got fucking tired of every single time they were doing the shtick with Renee Montoya. Oh, these men don't want her to be special. And I'm like, oh, God, movie, why are you beating us over the head with this shit?
I don't know, man. I agree with you. That was kind of getting annoying. Like, damn, really, the man held it back. But, Captain
Marvel,
all
the men, they couldn't just be one or two.
Captain Marvel, to a degree, did the same exact thing. Like, the man telling you got to keep his emotions in check, and
that worked in the favor of her. But that worked in the favor. But that kind of worked in the favor of the usual trope of when you lose your memory, and it's always your quote unquote emotions that get you to remember shit. So I understood that to a degree, at least. Because that's always the thing, like, if she tapped into her emotions, she would start remembering shit. So it's like, all right, movie, I see what you're doing. Like, you were riding that line a little bit, but it was like, all the men in the police department don't want to see Renee Montoya be great? Wow, okay.
Like really? Every single one?
Every one of them. Not even, you couldn't even give me like 2 or 3 that's like, come on, guys, like, Renee is actually really good. Like, come on, like...
So then, me being the asshole I am, my question is like, so how much of that is her being a woman, and how much of that is her actually being like a fucking asshole? Because like, if you watch the movie, she's kind of a prick. She's kind of a little. She's a little pill to swallow there.
Yeah. Actually, you know what?
On top of this shit, like,
I actually like Black Canary, and I was just like, it'd been nice if they threw in, like, you don't even have to have him in the suit. Just throw in Oliver Queen, and you can make him like a black Oliver Queen. I don't give a shit. Just somebody. Just a scene where he's in the club and they're talking. I'd be like, all right, cool. It's Oliver Queen. All right, cool. That's Black Canary. All right, cool. I'll be fine with that.
Tell you, somebody, Warner Brothers or somebody just has it against, like, they don't want them two to be right together. That's like, that's the only excuse. How many live action versions have we had now? Where like,
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Arrow before they pivoted to Felicity, and I was like, God damn it, show. God damn it.
Like, who? What intern in WB hates Black Canary this much?
And then we got Black Siren. I was thinking, oh shit, so this is how we're going to get Black Canary and Green Arrow? Oh shit, fuck Felicity. All right, and then it's like, oh.
And then they brought in the third Black Canary, who's actually named Dinah Drake, and I'm like, oh, is this it? Is this it? Is this? Oh, they don't even have scenes together.
I'll be honest with you. The show dick teased us with her and Diggle hooking up. I would have been for that shit. I'll be like, hell yeah, let's go.
Man, I'll take it.
Diggle cheats on Lyra. Let's go. I ain't for cheating. Black men don't cheat, but still, let's go.
But but that drama though. Anyway.
Yeah, but that would have been nice.
And then, and what gets me is like, look what they did to my girl Cassandra.
You know what? I tried to. It's the thing. I did this thing where I was like, I wasn't as mad because I let a lot of stuff go in the MCU.
Me too. I let a lot of shit slide.
I love Iron Man 3. I get why they did Mandarin, but in hindsight, you probably could have did Mandarin corporate, but whatever. They're, like I said, Shang-Chi, they're walking it back with Shang-Chi because clearly they learned the lesson. But you let a lot of stuff slide in the MCU on certain characters. So I was letting it go to Cassandra, but it's like, I think, again, my issue came down to, you probably should have just named her as somebody else and it would have gotten the same results.
Exactly. Like, there's nothing about her that's Cassandra Cain. Like, she is like,
she can't even fight. And that's the thing. It's like, come on, man. Like,
that's the thing. Like, she can at least be jacking. But then my thing, I saw somebody say, you know why they probably did that? Because like, if they did Cassandra Cain like she is in the comic book, she would have stolen that fucking movie.
Oh, she would have She would have overshadowed everybody and maybe fucking Bernaletti. Huntress.
Oh, she would. she would have. If they did Cassandra Cain like how Cassandra Cain is supposed to be, that shit it would have been the Cassandra Cain movie featuring Harley Quinn, featuring the Birds of Prey.
But then again, my Birds of Prey movie would have had they would have had to introduce Lady Shiva into it, and that would have been even more doper and shit. And then it's like, so Black Mass, he's just there for shits and giggles, huh? All right, cool.
Yeah, and because of that, the only hot take that I would like entertain or listen to is like somebody because of the Cassandra Cain thing is like this movie and its active hate against Asian women, and I'm like, okay, I can kind of see your point.
Yeah.
Defend your stance.
Yeah.
Go continue. I'll listen.
All right. So Prime, did you see that Black Widow trailer that dropped? The final.
I
trailer?
did. I did.
Did you love the Wakanda Forever special that Taskmaster kind of threw in the trailer? I was digging that. Like,
I did. I also caught that fucking Spider-Man Marvel vs. Capcom pose he hit.
So I think if you were hesitant on Taskmaster, I think this trailer proved it. I have a theory that I think the mask or something might be the thing that's translating the moves to him. Unless they actually are going to make him an offshoot of another offshoot of the super soldier serum, and it's like because didn't he take a German serum, Tony Masters, and it made him get those powers? Basically?
I just thought he had ecliptic memory. That's like I thought he just was really good.
The Taskmaster. Oh, you didn't read the Taskmaster miniseries, did you?
I did not then.
Yeah, it was a Taskmaster miniseries that kind of went into Tony Masters, and what happened was he was a former SHIELD agent that. When they raided one of the...
I knew he was a former SHIELD agent. I knew that.
Yeah, and they raided this German scientist and such that made the... what was the name of that German character that Captain America fought? He was like a Nazi character. Like, just super powerful character.
Not Von Strucker.
I forgot his name, but the same scientist that made him... He had a serum, and Tony injected the serum, and basically that's what gave him his photographic memory. And what happens is he loses his short-term memory, but he keeps his long-term memory. So he had vague memories of his wife, but he didn't know who she was. And then come to find out that the person that was giving him all his missions was his wife that works for SHIELD still.
Well, damn.
And that also
drama,
and also Finesse, the chick in Avengers Academy, could be his daughter. But since again his memory works, he doesn't fucking know. So, which makes sense. It's on brand. It's like I don't know who you could be, maybe kid. I don't know. But yeah, that trailer they really showing Taskmaster out to be the guy that's going to kick everybody's ass. I'm just praying to God they don't make the mistake and kill him off. That's all I ask. Just don't kill him, please. Do not do that.
Still not a fan. Still not a fan of the costume, but I love the way he moves.
Oh yeah. And also the Thunderbolt Ross, and they also said that we all knew. I remember theorizing this shit years ago. We're getting Thunderbolts, courtesy of Falcon and Winter Soldier. They're definitely kind of tying in Black Widow to Falcon Winter Soldier and other stuff. So I'm happy.
I mean, as long as I get my girl Diamondback, Songbird, my bad. I'm thinking about
Songbird.
Diamondback, also my girl. Diamondback is also my girl, but if I get Songbird too, I'm all for it. Melissa's my girl.
Do you think they were going to go with the OG one with Screaming Mimi? Like, we're not going to get Songbird, we'll get Screaming Mimi first, and then we'll get...
That's what I want. Like, I want you to go through her fucking origin. Like, I want her to start off as a bad. I want her to be Screaming Mimi. Like, I thought it would have been perfect if she and the Beetle were the bad guys as an Ant-Man and the Wasp to kind of mirror Hope and Scott's relationship.
They might do that in the third Ant-Man and the Wasp movie, because they're making a third one, apparently, so that could be a thing. It would not shock me.
I mean...
That was one of the... It was funny, because you remember that rumored list of bad guys in films? That shit was almost accurate. Like, I remember looking at the list like, oh, damn, they did say Ghost was going to be in the second Ant-Man and the Wasp. God damn, this list is almost accurate. Almost. You know, some errors in certain spots, but...
things change.
Yeah, things change. So, it wouldn't shock me, man. Like I said, I'm happy when I saw that. But, yeah, man. And also, They made Taskmaster head of the Red Room, which that makes sense for a guy that can actually remember moves and teaching the Red Room chicks moves. That's scary.
It's on brand. I mean, he had his little private school. We taught henchmen, so that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, didn't a lot of henchmen learn from Taskmaster, like fucking Paladin and shit?
Yeah, he had to watch that academy set up. Yeah,
that makes sense. Look, this is why I like the fact that the Tinkerer is still out there after Spider-Man: Homecoming, because you need those kind of villains to be out there. You need them. You can't just have them just die off. You need a Taskmaster out there to be the mercenary that he is, teaching other low-level villains how to do certain things. It kind of keeps everything in check. It's like the ecosystem of super villainy. You know, you need that ecosystem in check here. You know.
Man, you say that now. I just feel it in my bones. He's catching a bullet because we want him. Because like I don't trust they will know how to use him properly. Just gonna be like
because he's a mercenary, but he's not really a bad guy. Well, he's a bad guy, but he's a mercenary. He just goes for whoever's paying him a lot of fucking money.
Like, are you reading Nick Spencer's Amazing Spider-Man? Because you should.
I need to catch up on that. I'm like way behind.
You should, because they're Taskmaster and Black Ant. They pop up in that.
Oh my god!
I would want to watch a movie.
They were the best thing in Secret Empire, bar none.
That same energy, they keep that same energy. They are amazing.
So, hey guys, man, we really didn't like we really didn't like this evil cap. So he's like, man, we really like those two. They gave us Wendy's and McDonald's. I was like, yeah, of course. They know what's up. They ain't evil. They just take money. That's all they is. They ain't stupid. Shit. I mean, hell, when Taskmaster worked for fucking Daredevil and subbed in for him and shit during Dark Reign, I thought that was a dope relationship between those two. I want a book with those two again, honestly. But yeah,
you can do some great things with Taskmaster, man. He's a great character.
So yeah, that Black Widow trailer came right on time, and I'm actually very curious to see how it does in theaters with these coronavirus popping off the way it is and stuff, because that's the big worry nowadays. Because there's been some comic conventions that's been closed because South by Southwest isn't a comic convention, but it's a convention. It's like a festival, and that got shut down, and apparently. One of the conventions got delayed. I think was it
Emerald City?
Yeah, Emerald City. That got delayed to summer. Yeah, Emerald City got delayed to the summer, which that's interesting. And WonderCon recently. Well, no, WonderCon isn't affected, but a lot of people were kind of worried what's going to happen to San Diego Comic-Con and all that stuff. And I don't know, man. Like I said, I always say that, you know, instead of worrying, people just need to start washing their ass. That's just me, but you know.
I mean, soap and water fixes a whole lot of issues. I'm just fucking saying.
I mean, you know, it's
soap and water, and keeping your fucking hands to your fucking self solves a lot of fucking issues.
Yeah. And also apparently, the teaser trailer for Eternals, which is supposed to, apparently it might be online before Black Widow drops. They're actually going to show Kit Harington as Black Knight in all his glory on a horse and everything.
Love to see it.
So
love to see it.
That's gonna be interesting. Him and apparently, like the footage apparently is gonna have him and Cersei, which I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
Man, Dane, it's about time for Dane to get the glow up, man. You remember the 90s Avengers when he's walking that damn brown leather jacket?
I have one of those Avengers books that I got at a flea market, and I was like, damn, I forgot Black Lightning was Black. Why I say Black Lightning? Wow, Black Knight was walking around with a leather jacket and a sword, fucking people up. So I completely forgot about that era. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It is going to be interesting, and that's on top of old boy.
Are you?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, are you prepared though for the Wikipedia Black Knight experts?
I mean, you know what? The only person.
I was a Black Lightning. I'm sorry. I was a Black Knight fan all along. Are you ready for those guys? Because I am.
The only people whose information I am going to, outside of me reading the Neil Gaiman run, the only people that I believe that they actually were Eternals fans is people like Comics Explained, because that's his fucking job, is to read up on those kind of things to kind of inform people. And I gotta give him credit.
Oh boy.
You have
Comic Tropes. What's his name? That dude.
Was it Comic? Yeah, Comic Tropes. Him. because he's that guy that probably has read Eternals for so long, has been itching to talk about them, so now he has a reason to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like, well, I've been waiting.
yeah, so I believe those two because that's their job, and they made it their business to read up on the characters. So it's like, hey, I'd rather people just go to them for information versus just reading up on Wiki, because the Wiki is just going to be a confusing mess. And to me, I always tell people, look, do like I did. Read the Neil Gaiman run, and that'll give you at least an idea of what you know about the Eternals, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Or just cheat. Or you just cheat and just read the history of the Marvel Universe that Mark Waid just put out. Just read that.
Yeah, that works too. I think Marvel's pretty good about. You know what's funny? It's like Marvel's like continuity is still very streamlined, despite like the Mulligans with Secret Wars and all that stuff.
They try. They push the envelope, but it's trying.
They try. That was my worry with like Hickman's X-Men shit with Donna X. I was like, so House of M didn't. Oh, it did happen. All right, cool. Because I like how they look at Scarlet Witch like, get that. Don't say that charlatan's name. Why didn't you say her name? And I'm like, thank you. You kept that. You kept her being the boogeyman intact. I like that. That's awesome.
I'm like, but Wanda doesn't deserve that shit. That's so fucked up.
She don't deserve it. And it's like, I'm waiting for somebody on Krakoa to be like, hey, Mag, so you know your son did that shit, right? You know that, right?
I'm like, fuck them kids. I don't know them damn kids.
they ain't blood mutants.
They ain't my damn children. How about that shit?
Well,
fuck them.
There's illegitimate kids, because, you know what, though? I will say this, though. I do.
So they retconned that shit back?
I mean, even when they retconned them as like being like not mutants and stuff, I mean, it felt like it was like they're his illegitimate kids in some way, shape, or form to a degree.
I mean, I think he would take some responsibility for them.
Yeah.
But then, fucking Magnus is a dick, so I'm not surprised.
But to be fair though, too, I actually like the fact that the book is showing that he actually has a legit relationship with Polaris now, which I think is great. Because Polaris was always the one that got left in the dust when Scarlet and Quicksilver were like the front and center kids to Magneto.
Which is crazy to me because I'm like, she has your powers, dude.
And yet when Scarlet and Quicksilver were his kids before the retcon, he paid attention to them two more than fucking Polaris. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up.
Which is another reason why I like Wolverine and the X-Men when she was like daddy's girl.
Oh man, that was you know what? That was a dope thing that they, like, I thought that was interesting. They made her daddy's a little girl, and then in the future she literally is basically Magneto Jr. Well, I don't say Magneto Jr. basically, just Magneto. And it's like, all right, cool. That makes perfect sense. That's the relationship that I wish the comics kept intact instead of Polaris like, hey, Mags, I'm your daughter. Please love me. Please. Pretty please.
Get your hands off me, you broke bitch.
I don't know you. She kind of got the short end of the stick in House of M during that reality with the mutants and stuff. It's like, oh, well, I forgot she is Magneto's daughter and she's just there.
Tragic, fucking tragic, man.
Very tragic, very tragic. Trying to think anything else movie wise and stuff. Moon Knight apparently is ramping up. They haven't casted. They're still in the rumor stage and stuff, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm just gonna wait to see who they cast and stuff. She-Hulk is the same, even though apparently old girl from Glow might be a front runner to play her.
Oh, which one? Who?
The one that plays the Russian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, she might be a front runner to play Jennifer, and we might be getting some Professor Hulk in the show too, which I think makes perfect fucking sense. So, and everybody's theorizing how they're going to do it because, everybody's doing the usual stupid shit like, get this bodybuilder to play She-Hulk. I'm like, you know that's not going to happen, right? You know they're going to put a lot of money behind She-Hulk, right? Exactly. So, let's not do that. Let's not do
How are they going to do it, though? Like, 'cause you can't have her be CGI the whole damn time, but, like, one of She-Hulk's things is, like, she's always transformed.
She's like 7 foot, ain't she? Basically, so that's
she's
feasible.
Huge.
So that's doable to a degree. It's not like clear. Like I said again, Disney Plus is putting a lot of money behind it. So you gotta imagine they're gonna probably do like what they did with Mark Ruffalo, where it's like a combination of her being in the suit, doing kind. It kind of reminds me of like how they did Colossus in Deadpool. basically.
Okay.
So I can see them kind of doing that with her. And I mean, look, technology has gotten way better to where I can see them doing it. I think a lot of us are just sitting on pins and needles to see how exactly they're going to do it. So
I have concerns.
Lastly, so where you at on Batwoman? Because I got a question to ask you.
So I'm caught up. I'm current, and I'll say this: like, I feel like I need to write an article. I need to do something because like how this show treats gay people, it's really offensive to me.
The trailer, remember that the initial trailer gave off as much, but I was willing to sit there and see how it plays, and now I'm like,
Just like, why is this show treating gay people like space aliens? I don't understand.
Which is ironic because somehow Supergirl does a better job of that than Batwoman. That's ironic, ain't it?
And Supergirl does it terribly. Like I
think Supergirl does it a little bit better. That's just me personally.
Man, they do Alex so dirty. I'm like, Alex, her love interest is like what really irks me about Supergirl and how it's treating Alex. It's like Alex goes through this wonderful character arc where she realizes who she is.
Yeah.
And but then her entire identity then is tied in with being with somebody when beforehand she was independent and didn't need anybody. And when she is with somebody in the show now, it's like the other person doesn't have any agency and they exist just to be a prop for Alex. And that is very fucking annoying.
I'd rather they had made her like Sarah Lance, where Sarah Lance, even though she was in her fuckboy phase of fucking anything that moves, she grew as a character. And she has that relationship that she has right now. They could have did that with
Sarah's a good character. That's because Sarah's a well-written character across multiple shows. She's had years of progress, but like it annoys me. But so like I said, it says something when Supergirl is handling gay characters better than your show.
But
you need to reevaluate yourself immediately.
But I gotta ask you this: so post Crisis, how are you liking that Batwoman has 2 Alices now?
Spoilers?
Yeah, we can spoil it. We can spoil it.
Spoil it. Not anymore.
See, I'm behind a little bit, so when I saw 2 Alices, I was like, oh, so we got good and bad Alice. Interesting.
Oh, my bad, man. Don't get attacked.
Prime, I'm not one of those people, because I'm one of those people, yeah, you spoiled it, but I'm still going to watch it to see how it happened. Come on. Like, you can tell me the accident, but I'm still going to watch to see how this accident happened. That's just how I roll. That's just me.
All right.
But
and it's just like
so she did, huh? All right, cool.
Yeah, they don't stick with that very long. You get maybe I think was it 2 episodes out of that.
Actually, back up. Fucking Black Lightning does a better job with lesbian relationships than Batwoman.
It does. You know why? You know one of the reasons why is because Grace maintains her agency. Grace is a character in and of herself without like her character does not begin and end with I'm gay. Like she has things going on. She doesn't like just go along with anything Anissa says. She has her own little side arc. She has her own little adventures. She again has agency. She does things. She's not a fucking prop.
The writers of Batwoman are like, you like gay people? Here's your gay relationship, and it's like, all right, guys, I guess, man. when you see this latest episode with how they treat Sophie, which by the way, Sophie and Kate have like zero charisma. Like for me to be invested in this triangle, like you have to have at least an ounce, maybe a drop of fucking energy together. Blame Ruby Rose on that one, dog.
Dog. And I swear, if I see her, like she doesn't emote. She just has a smug face and she sachets. That's all she does.
Bro, Ruby emoted more in the Crisis crossover.
Dog, she emoted more in John Wick. She didn't say any fucking thing.
Dude, she was opposite of Kevin Conroy and emoted her ass off. I'm like, there's the Ruby Rose we want as Batwoman, and then that didn't translate to the show. God damn it.
It's not. And again, like, I know I say this a lot, and I know I probably sound like a broken record, but like, what can we as an audience do to get the creators of the show invested in the same way that we're invested? Because clearly, everybody there just casts the check. Like, nobody gives a fuck. No one cares. No one cares.
I mean, the kicker...
So, like,
the kicker is that I think it's ironic, too, at the same time. Her and old girl that plays Kara, they got a good connection with one another. That's the crazy part about it. It's like, damn, how the... Fuck. they got a good like Batman Superman vibe like we wanted, and yet individually it's like
basically like.
do we need to
And so here's my thing,
do
like,
we need to get the writers to do both these shows now? Like, what's up? Like,
you know, I'm questioning because first he's a question, where are the writers? Now I'm questioning, where are the editors? So like one of the episodes of Batwoman is like Sophie, she goes undercover, right?
Yeah.
At this nightclub because her boss told her, hey, go watch my daughter so she doesn't get, kidnapped by this vampire who's killing people. Anyway. Yeah. So she goes to the club. She's like, her job is to be undercover, to be inconspicuous.
Yeah.
The first person she talks to, she tells them that, oh, I work for the Crows. I'm like, bitch, aren't you undercover?
Shut the fuck up. What are you doing?
I'm like, who the fuck? Who is right? Like, what the fuck? Like, are the writers dumb? Do the writers think we're dumb?
OCW. Womp, 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 womp.
Like, you can't even be consistent from scene to scene, dog. What the fuck? He's like, oh, I'm an undercover cop. What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Man. Yeah, at some point, me and Prime are actually going to do a recap. We're going to actually do a recap of Batwoman Season 1 and actually recap Black Lightning because I think the season finale is happening at this very moment. So, yeah, we're definitely going to do
that. I can't wait. I'm stacking up Black Lightning so I can watch that shit like a movie.
Oh, yeah. And so, lastly, Stormfront is in Season 2 of The Boys, and I can't wait to see that shit. Ooh, boy.
Mommy?
Oh, yeah, we're getting the Russian...
baby.
We're getting, and she's a chick. Stormfront ain't a dude. It's a chick. But, look, you thought people were scared of Homelander? This character makes Homelander shit himself. And that's going to be awesome. Because apparently this character ain't taking no shit from fucking Homelander at all. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be interesting.
Oh, I cannot wait.
And she Russian too? It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Oh, man.
So good.
Because look, Homelander was a motherfucker in the first season, so it's like, to see that somebody has him shook, I'm like, okay, I'm for this now. Because to be honest with you, Homelander needed somebody to kind of like, take him down the peg.
Oh, yeah, he need to boost her ass. Which, I need to talk about the boys. Like, I need to talk about the boys. I'm going to talk about this. All right. Yeah, I don't... It's so much. I gotta where to start.
Did you at least like the show?
I mean, I thought the show was okay.
Okay.
One thing that really just bothered me is like some of the changes they made. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, CJ, because it's been a while since I read the comic book, but wasn't Queen Maeve like a Kamehameha bitch?
Oh yeah, she was more of a bigger bitch than what the show was and stuff. Because they to the show's credit, I think was it Starlight or whatever and stuff. I like that they actually gave her some agency because that comic did not do her any fucking favors.
They did her so fucking dirty.
She was the Meg in the comics, man. It was like, shut up, Meg, eat this dick, and it's like, god damn, like Jesus Christ.
Literally eat this dick.
Yeah.
Literally eat all these dicks.
3 of them. There you go. Oh man. But yeah. She was Queen Maeve was like a bitch and a half in the comics, and this show she was kind of sort of, but not really.
No, they kind of went out of their way to make her sympathetic, and I'm like, consistency, because the point is they're all supposed to be bastards. But okay,
us women have to stick together. I'm like, but you could have been the bitch that been like, hey, but if people want to get rapey, fuck them.
What's she telling the comic book? Wipe yourself off. What the fuck did she say to her? She said some just cold-hearted shit. Damn, what'd she say?
It was basically along the lines of, yeah, these men are going to be rapey, but it is what it is. I'm like, god damn, like, okay, shit.
Cold-blooded, man. You fucking cold-blooded.
But the show, it's not, like you said, they kind of eased up on her and stuff, which I'm like, it didn't bother me, but I can see how somebody might feel they wanted that extra bitchy Queen Maeve, so that's understandable.
I mean, that's what made her memorable, because like she was just like Kamehameha bitch, just dirty as fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, what's the other stuff that you kind of were thrown off?
They also like listen, like the butcher. Like, look, Carl Urban is great. But they toned down his character too, which is a shame because his character had all the best lines in the damn comic book.
I mean, he was Captain.
That
Ahab.
I remember.
He was Captain Ahab like a motherfucker in the damn.
Oh man, he was fucking on it. Like he was just dropping truth bombs like left and fucking right. Was not. He's what we call today problematic.
Hey, look, man. I would say this: the last episode of season 1, that was like, yo, like he was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll blow all of us up. I don't give a fuck. I was like, there he is, right there.
There he is. I also don't like. I don't know. I don't say not like, but I don't. Well, yeah, no, I don't really like some of the changes they did to the Woman of the Species. Again, it's like they're going an extra way to make certain characters more sympathetic than they were in the comic, which is fine, I guess, to a degree. But like some of those changes, I think, are robbing the characters of a lot of their like really cool factor.
Yeah, I think the show was teetering that line because I mean, let's be real, the comic is problematic as fuck, top to bottom, right? And I mean,
just like, oh my god, that's why I was so scared when I heard it was on the streaming network. I was like, oh no,
bro,
it's like, oh no.
Somebody said that if they do a boys TV show and you co-signed it, the FBI might be watching you, and I'm like, yeah,
I know, right? Like, oh.
So it's like the show did this thing where it's like
practices.
I mean, the show did this thing where it was like they kept some of the problematic stuff, but they also updated certain things. Like I said, Starlight was like probably the best change they ever did in the show. I thought that was fucking great because that was the one person I was worried about. I was worried as fuck. I was like, oh man, they're gonna really show Starlight getting raped. I'm like, okay, it didn't happen. Oh, thank God. Woo. You know, so that, you know, there's that and stuff. So I think it was a balancing act of trying to appease everybody and stuff, and then some things just kind of went down and it disappointed some folks. So I'm hoping season 2 they up it up a little bit. So I'm liking what they're saying about Storefront right at this moment. So I'm like, all right, cool. I am 100% for it and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I'm on board.
Yeah. And
by the way, CJ. CJ.
Yeah.
Have you watched Lock and Key?
No, I need to watch it. I heard you had some words for Lock and Key.
All right, so like, I think I'm on the 4th or 5th episode, and I didn't realize how much the art was carrying that story until I had to watch it without it. Like, the art in that book carried that book on its fucking back because trying to watch like an adaptation of that story without that outstanding visual storytelling that was in the comic, it's kind of boring as fuck. Like, it's
goddamn,
it's fucking boring.
Jesus.
Like, and I tell you an example I'm thinking of, it's off the top of my head immediately. It's like, so they use the head key, and in the comic, there's this really cool visual of the character holding the box, looking down in the box, looking up at them, looking down in the box. So like, what's that infinite picture thing? Like, it's a really cool visual, but in the show when they use the head key, it's like, oh, it's a mall door pops up. Oh, thanks. Oh,
wow.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that makes a literal sense because they're keys, so they open doors. Yeah. Okay. That's
you see,
fucking
kids.
boring. Fucking boring.
Oh man, I didn't read the comic, so like when I saw Lock and Key and I saw like what it was about, I was like, I probably hold off on that one until like I probably read the comic.
Yeah, I would try the first volume. Like, I haven't read all the comic book, but I've read a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't realize how much that art was propping that story up because the story is just kind of It's meh.
That works. That'll work. Yeah, so... Oh, yeah, I meant to mention before. I bought David Walker's Bitter Root book because everybody kept talking about it. It's from Image and stuff. It's actually a pretty interesting concept and stuff. I don't know if you heard about the book or not.
No, I have not. Tell me.
Yes.
Tell me more.
It's about basically a monster hunter black monster hunting family.
Oh, shut the fuck up and take my money.
Yep. And apparently
there's... Image?
Yep. Image Comics.
Oh, it's going to be a movie. This would either be a movie or an AMC show.
Monsters are loose in Harlem, and the family has to come together to stop said monsters. And I was like, I need to read this because he got Sanford Green to do the art style, and I actually like Sanford Green's art style, especially when he did Iron Fist and Luke Cage, Power Man, Iron Fist book. So yeah, Volume 1 is actually it's on issue 6 right now. I just bought I bought the trade that had the issues 1 through 5 and stuff. It's a good read. I actually like David Walker's stuff. I did like his Occupy Avengers run and his Nighthawk run, which I will keep praising to the moon and telling people to get off your ass and read that Nighthawk run because that was the most slept on book ever.
It wasn't bad. You are correct, sir.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely Bitterroot, definitely get those and stuff. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, we're definitely riding into this summer months. Like I said, Birds of Prey is done, and now we're waiting patiently for Black Widow and Wonder Woman 84 and seeing how that rolls.
I cannot wait. Oh, I cannot wait.
Yeah. Oh, side note, did you see that picture of Cheetah?
No, I haven't. How bad is it? Because I heard.
That's alright. I mean, it's I guess it's something for a promotional thing and stuff. It looked alright. I mean, I'm one of those people.
What kind of cheetah is she? What kind of cheetah is she?
I mean, they just show the top part, so I don't know whether they went with the business suit cheetah or the actual cheetah where she's nude cheetah.
Is it wear cheetah or is it lady in a skin tight suit? I'm concerned.
Well, I'm trying to think. Was the cheetah in the business suit? Was that wear cheetah?
Business suit. Which one?
Shit. I'm trying to remember. Because it doesn't look like it's lady in the suit cheetah.
Because the one I saw was when she was in her archaeologist gear, they had a cheetah skin jacket. I saw that.
Hold up, let me look it up. If I had to do a comparison, the image basically looked like the cheetah that has the mane of hair and stuff, not the one that actually looks like a cheetah cat. So yeah, I guess we'll go with the cheetah with the long hair and all that stuff. That's what it looks like they're going with.
All right. Yeah, it looks like she might be mutating into a were cheetah. Okay.
Yeah, so they're going with that one, which I think is a pretty good because it's funny. I don't mind either or. If it's lady in the suit or that one, I can go with either which one. To be honest.
Yeah, either or is fine as long as she keep her consistent.
Yeah. Because that's a character that evolved from. Oh, she's a lady in a cheetah suit, and I'm like, how the fuck is she competing with Wonder Woman? Versus the one that's the weird cheetah. It's I can kind of see her fighting Wonder Woman. That makes sense.
I mean, either or is fine. By the way, have you watched that Wonder Woman Bloodlines movie?
Bro, that shit's so fucking good.
It's good. I'm so we going, was that 2 for 2 or 3 for 2? 3 for 3 on animated Wonder Woman movies?
2 for 2 because it was just the Wonder Woman from previously, and then you got this New 52 animated universe Wonder Woman. So that's 2 for 2.
Well, the one that I didn't like is is it just it's just the greatest hit? Just gonna use all her villains in one movie? Is this what we do now?
Well, because they got to go on a hiatus of all the other heroes to go back to Batman and Superman movies. So there's that. Well, speaking of which, Superman Red Son, pretty fucking good.
Hadn't watched it yet. I heard they took a lot of liberties with the comic book, so I'm kind of concerned. But I really love that book.
I would say it's good liberties. Because I read it too. It's good liberties, but I can also understand certain ones that I can understand some people you didn't have to change it. So I'll let you kind of, see it and stuff.
Probably have to wait till it hops up on DC Universe.
Yeah. But also that preview for the Dark Side thing, and I'm just sitting back okay, I guess, man. I guess.
Look, I'm all in. She looks dope.
No, I'm all in, but it just makes me miss the fact that, Vic should have been on the Titans. Just saying, it'd be nice.
I mean, then what kills me, they teased that shit in 2 movies where he showed up I got pizzas, guys.
Yeah, bro, when I saw that, I was like, so is Vic, I'm not going to say demoted, is Vic going to the Titans? That'd be nice. Cause,
he's not? Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, just fuck me then.
especially when you brought in Jon Stewart Green Lantern in the same fucking movie, it's like you basically kind of implied that Jon Stewart could take over Cyborg's role in the League, and you can have Vic with the kids, the teenagers, because he himself is he's a grown ass adult. No,
College student.
college student. So yeah, him and Dick Grayson have a lot in common. They're both college grade. Never mind. That's just me positing on what I saw.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he could be there as like a trainer liaison. They could have used Cyborg like they used him in the Jeff Johns Titans run, where he's kind of like the den mother.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Then on top of that shit, it bothered me that like when they did the Judas contract and they replaced Vic's death trap with Blue Beetle, and I'm like, that trap wouldn't work on Blue Beetle.
It wouldn't at all, but
like that would have done shit. Like absolutely nothing.
Movie's gonna movie. That's what they're gonna do and stuff. I mean, sure. It is funny though that Darkseid movie is basically that cartoon universe's version of like in-game Infinity War. To a it's like all hands on deck. They got Justice League Dark in there, and I'm like, hold up, didn't Swamp Thing get killed by old boy? Oh, I guess he's back. All right, cool.
I'm trying to figure out why is it called Justice League Dark when it looks like it's using everybody. Shouldn't it just be called the Apocalypse War? Like, why is it being branded?
Yeah, it literally is like all hands on deck. Everybody's there. I was like, all right, cool.
Even fucking Batwoman. Oh yeah,
she was. I'm like,
God damn,
motherfuckers with the gats. So I was like, oh shit, Batwoman's in there and Batgirl.
Like, shit, that's everybody on deck. God damn.
You got the whole Bat family, including Damian being all fucking snippy to Batman. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
So I got John Constantine with Raven. Where's my money? I'm trying to insert my money to the TV and it's not taking it.
My dick cannot get any harder than this. What are you doing?
Oh, when does that shit come out? I need to pump it into my veins directly.
I think it comes out this year. I think it comes out. Probably, you know what? They might drop it like right around time like San Diego Comic-Con drops, which I'll be pissed because I ain't gonna be going this year. So whatever.
Then just use that to quell yourself.
I know, right? I mean, look, I'm going to Power Morphicon, so I don't give a fuck at this stage. It's like, yeah, sacrifices were made. Sacrifices.
Oh, I gotta look this shit up. Hold on, I gotta look this shit up, man. Like I said, pump it directly into my fucking veins. I need it. This shit is coming out. It's coming out May 19th, my dude.
Oh, actually, though, this shout out to Charlie for this one. So, Prime, over or under on if Robin gets if Nightwing gets fucked over yet again in this movie.
I don't know.
Who bombs him this time? Cause you remember Slade gave him the fucking business in the Judas contract shit. I was like, God damn, like.
That is true. I'm gonna say not Steppenwolf. Who's on homeboy with the fucking not Godfrey, fucking green dude, not Mantis, like the pompous ass. What's his name? Shit. Not Baron Blitzkrieg. What's his fucking name?
Goddamn.
Yeah, it's the fucking rapier. What's his name? Why am I blanking on? Why am I naming every other new guy but him?
Shit. Now I got like
if not him, then Lashina is gonna work Dick's ass over.
Oh, dude, and we saying all hands on deck, and they're bringing Suicide Squad into the fold in that movie too. I'm like,
oh shit, I didn't see that shit. Are you serious?
Yeah. Apparently they folded into Suicide Squad in the movie too, and I was like, what?
God damn.
They really fucking Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
Why is it called Justice League? It's just be called Apocalypse War.
Yeah. Joe DiMaggio, King Shark, Harley Quinn. Yep. They're bringing back Tusk. Yeah, they're bringing back people from. They're doing the damn thing. They're bringing back everybody. Mira, Trigon. Yeah, man.
Love to see it. You love to see it.
Etrigan, which I'm like, I thought fucking Jason Blood got killed in the Justice League Dark movie.
Jason Blood, not Etrigan.
Oh, so I wonder who's gonna be the new Etrigan then. Huh. That's gonna be
We shall see.
That is gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting.
We shall see. And I have a cat trying to lick my microphone. Yeah, get going now. Move.
Hey, Liam McIntyre is gonna be Captain Boomerang. Awesome. Anyways.
Oh, by the way, I'm so concerned for Captain Boomerang's safety in this James Gunn Suicide Squad movie.
Man.
Please don't kill my boy.
Hey,
please don't kill him.
Hey, please don't kill Idris Elba, because if he's fucking old boy that we think he is, Bronze Tiger.
I'm sure Idris Elba is fine and safe. Please don't kill Captain Boomerang.
You think John Cena?
Please don't.
You think John Cena's safe?
Nah, John Cena's dead as hell.
Hey, we got Polka Dot Man though, Prime. I'm happy for him, even though his ass is gonna fucking die.
But hey, you got the glow up though. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Ratcatcher.
Big leagues now, baby.
Same with Ratcatcher. I was like, oh man, some people gonna be dead, man. But yo, I can't wait for you to see King Shark. That's why I can't wait. I want to see who is going to be motherfucking King Shark. That's all. I want to see how King Shark is going to look. Cause look, we talk about all the time.
Be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
He was like, look, I know Flash uses their entire fucking budget to make some of these creature designs work, and I'm like, okay, how is movie budget King Shark going to work out?
Who's gonna be lovely?
And are we gonna get the Hammerhead Shark version of it, or are we gonna get the one that the Flash uses, which is the actual like shark?
The Hammerhead version, that's an entirely different character called Shark.
Oh, I thought that was actually King Shark, and they just changed up the design. That's what I thought it was.
No, those are two different characters. There's Shark and there's King Shark. I'm sorry. Is it? Oh wait, hold on. Is it Hammerhead? There's Hammerhead, there's Shark, and there's King Shark.
Wow. More you know. I feel stupid. Because that Hammerhead one was
your fault.
Yeah, I mean, the Hammerhead one was in Secret 6, and I was like, oh, King Shark's in Secret 6. Cool. So now that was a different one. Okay, well, now I know.
Yeah, I think that's just the Shark. Like, yeah, it's not your fault. Because, I mean, giant mutated shark dudes, I mean,
they all interchange a little bit to me. That's how it felt. So you know.
Like, yeah, one is a Green Lantern villain. Like, this is the only reason I remember them. Shark is a Green Lantern villain. King Shark is an Aquaman villain.
Yeah. So, but anyways, what were you about to say for Suicide Squad?
Oh, so I saw a picture of a homegirl in a costume, and she suspiciously looked like Mongal, and I'm like, I hope that's not Mongal.
They said one of the chicks, they said it was Ratcatcher or something like that.
I was like, I hope that's not how you introduce Mongal. That's not how we're going to introduce Mongrel into the DC universe on films, because I'm about to be pissed.
Look, I'm just hoping that they learned the lesson from the first movie, and whoever they're fighting against and stuff, they keep it street level. Because that's the only way that works with Suicide Squad. You got to keep it. You can't just throw in some magic shit and think that's going to be something.
And even then, like, you gotta build up to that shit. Like, if you're not doing street level shit, then you gotta be doing some corporate espionage shit, or you gotta be doing some some assassination, invading the country shit.
I mean, that was the one time that I was hoping that rumor from that first Suicide Squad movie was true, where they were fighting like Deathstroke. I would have been like, all right, that makes sense. You know, like they fighting Deathstroke and his mercenaries and shit. All right, cool. And then that didn't happen, and I was just like, sad face.
Omega sad face.
What could have been.
Just left us out in the rain.
Oh man, that was such a waste of old boy playing Deathstroke for that little teaser in BVS.
I'm so mad. Sometimes I lay in bed sometimes I lay in bed at night thinking about the fight scenes him and Batfleck would have had.
Dude, sometimes I just watch that clip just to see him pop up on that boat, and I'm just like, sons of bitches.
Perfect.
Sons of bitches.
Son, you rat bastards.
That's why I was hoping. That's why I was praying to God, like fucking, James Gunn swooped in and was like, hey, we'll bring him in for our Suicide Squad movie, and I'll be like, thank you, James. You're doing the Lord's work. I don't care what you got to do with them. That'll be dope, but it is what it is, man. It is what the fuck it is and stuff. And that's on top of them making Harley Quinn in a different design in this movie, kind of like echo the Arkham games a little bit, apparently.
Sure, we'll go with that. Yeah. That's fine. Bitches love Harley. Harley loves bitches. It all works out.
Yeah, so it is what it is and stuff. Probably has no connection to Birds of Prey. So there's that.
They're gonna Justice League that shit so hard. They're gonna make like the faintest of references to it.
They
But like, I sent the kid to get me a donut or some shit like that.
they kidnapped me. Okay. Anyways, that's it for Comic Book Corner. This was great. This is phenomenal, and I will definitely keep on my comic book reading and keep the course on that one and see where it leads to, because it might lead to me reading more Image comics and other stuff as well. So, with that in mind, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Alright, to beat us in, dudes.
Perfect.